Hi everyone, I hope you're amazing. Welcome to, that's better. Welcome to Monday. Hope you're all fantastic and awesome. So, oh, look at that. It's almost, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? All of that light. Anyway, I'm gonna have to do something about that because I think that's a bit better. I was getting blinded by the light. Hey, Jeremy, good morning. Welcome to Monday. So what I wanted to talk with you about today, let me know that you can hear me when you're joining in. It is a Monday madness. And the Coffee Run on Monday, the Coffee Run on Mondays usually revolves around something like to get your week started, amped, pumped, ready, get you guys in action. And I wanted to talk with you a little bit about, I guess, what kind of came up in my journal this morning, some things that have been rolling around in my head and stuff like that. So some things that I've seen play out on social media and with previous clients or you know, people before they start working with me. Let's face it, most people or many people, when they start working with a mentor or a coach, they are not where they want to be yet, or they want to get better and therefore they want to progress, right? And they don't know necessarily, or maybe you do know, what it is that you need to know, what it is that you need to do, but for whatever reason, there's something that you need further help with. Now, for a lot of people, they are not where they want to be. For a lot of people, I guess there are two kinds of segments, and this will make sense in a sec. Two kinds of segments that I tend to see, two kinds of people that I tend to see and hear from. Number one, brand new to business people, brand new to this sort of world people, and that's really great. Sorry, I'm just sharing this over to my profile. I'm not sorry. But if I sound distracted, that's because I was copying and pasting on my computer while I'm talking to you. So that's done now, so you've got my full attention. So there are two types of people really. Number one are the people who are brand new to this industry, brand new to coaching, mentoring, startup, whatever it is that they're doing. And then the other people are looking at accelerating and progressing. Now, the people who are looking at accelerating and progressing, generally speaking, are looking for, that they've kind of hit a bit of a ceiling. So they're looking perhaps for some level of reinvention. They're looking for some level of excitement, right? Because when you first start out in business, we're generally motivated, we're generally pumped, we're generally a bit excited and passionate, and we're prepared, even though it's unnecessary, we're prepared to work 25 hours a day, 8 days a week in order to get things off the ground and get things moving. Now that's really awesome. And then these other group of people are like, well, you know, I've done all of this, it's really great. And, you know, things have become a little bit maybe boring, or you might find yourself that you become a bit complacent and you're looking for something, some kind of variety, some kind of sense of a challenge, something that's going to, you know, really kind of like push you to grow again. Because when you're over in this camp, it's such a massive growth curve. It's such a massive thing. But what a lot of us in both of these realms, what they're looking for is, hey Jess, they're looking for something that is like the magic pill. Now, the first group of people, generally speaking, you know, I just want to know how to generate leads. I want to know how to get these ideas out of my head. I want to know how to just start. I want to know how to get clients. I want to know how to do, good morning, Tiana. I want to know how to do all of these things. And these other people are generally like, I know how to do all of that, but something's just not working. And I guess what happens is when things aren't accelerating fast enough or as fast as what we'd like in either of these, and this is the thing that we've got in common, both of these groups have got in common, is that they're really looking for someone to give them that magic answer. Hey, Georgina, are often looking for someone to say, oh, you know, this is the tactic, this is the thing that you need to do, this is the bit that you're missing, or this is a bit that you can do better, or this is a bit that you need to learn. And I was thinking about this in the car because while we're, and I did a voice memo actually. My voice memo was like literally it felt like it needed to be said. Oh my God, everything is going on this morning. Ziva, be quiet. Tiana, you can't start that while I'm on here. I'm doing a live stream. You can't, you're just gonna have to wait. She was gonna start pouring milk in the thing and put the food in the microwave, and now she's rolled her eyes and walked away. Oh joy. So I was thinking in the car, my voice memo to myself as I was driving that I had to share was that no one is going to save you. We are not in a game show. We are not sitting on The Voice, singing our hearts out, hoping for someone to hit that buzzer. It's not an elimination contest. No one is going to freaking save you. There are no wild cards. There's nothing here. No one else has the power to do this for you. No one else can do the exercising for you. It's really funny. So this morning in my pump class, instead of having a gym instructor, we had a virtual, it was really weird. We had a virtual Les Mills pump class. So they had the big screen and the projector, and so we're all in the workout room and we've all done pump to the video essentially. It felt very Oz aerobic style. It's kind of funny, jazzercise. But as I was walking out, one of the ladies had said, it's this virtual class. It would be cool if we could virtually train and just send in our avatar to be able to do it. And I was just like, I kind of had a little chuckle to myself. I'm like, oh yeah, no one can do the freaking workout for you. No one can grow your muscles. No one can eat well for you. No one can do your blogging. No one can do your content creation. And don't even get me started on freaking ghostwriting and having other people write your articles for you and shit like that, because unless they know you intimately and really, really, really well, nobody else can write in your voice, talk in your voice. No one else can be your face on your video blogs. So no one is going to save you. Hey Ash, no one is going to freaking save you. That is on you. That is all on your own ass, and it's the exact same in business. No one can give you the magic pill. No one can give you, just do this and learn how to generate leads and it's going to solve all of your problems forever. It is not. It's just not going to happen. It'll give you another skill, but it's not going to solve all of the problems for you. It is not going to be, it's not the rainmaker. Now, I wish that it was. I wish that signing up to work with someone, to work with a mentor, to work with a coach, to work with someone who is able to make lots of money doing the things and the stuff. If you guys were like, oh Nick, I really want to start my business, or I really want to take it to the next level, that's great. I can help you in a million different ways. But everything, if I've got everything in me, and even if I just plugged it into a USB and plugged it into your brain, it is not enough for you to be successful. It is not enough for you to just kind of take all of that learning and then just, make squillions of dollars from it just because you've got the knowledge. It doesn't work like that. So no one is going to save you. It's like if you're in a plane and it's crashing, and if you don't put that oxygen mask on, you're fucked, right? You're dead. It's not going to work. So what do we need to do? And the way that I was thinking about this, I've written 5 main points on my little journal that I got ready this morning while I was waiting for my virtual class at the gym to start, which is just beyond hilarious actually. But I think the first thing that you've got to do is acknowledge that no one is going to save you. There are no magic pills. There is no secret formula. There is just putting together the most amazing digital marketing strategy and plan, and with all of the moving parts and everything, is not going to save your ass. Having the most amazing content strategy is not going to save you. Just the same as, just having an oxygen mask. Oh, hello, Tiana. Having an oxygen mask on a plane isn't going to save you if you don't freaking use it. So the 5 main points that you need to do is, actually 6 main points, is acknowledge that you're on your own, babe. You are on your own. And that's actually just the reality, and it can be really scary, and it can be really quite confronting, and it can be really lonely, and it can be really sad, and and everything else. But this business is not going to build itself or build it just because you've got a mentor. It's not going to be built just because you've got a great cheer squad. It's not going to be built just because you happen to get, front and center on something. Things don't work like that. So you've got to be prepared to save yourself. And if you're not willing to do that, you are not going to make it in business. I'm sorry, you just won't. So the first thing that you've got to do is you got to have faith. You've got to channel a little bit of George Michael, right? And all of his fabulousness. And you've got to have faith. And this is so freaking important because business is tough. Whether you've been in 5 minutes, 5 years, 5 decades, business can be tough. And you're going to need to rely on your faith in yourself and your ability to be able to do what's needed to be done. You're going to need to rely on that every single freaking day, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year. I lost my little train of thought there. So you've got to have faith. The second thing, or the third thing actually, no, the second thing. So first is faith. The second thing is you've got to remember not to settle. Now, there are going to be a lot of pressures around you to settle, to just be okay with maybe, having an okay body, with maybe doing $150,000 a year, with having an okay relationship, with your kids just getting by, they're not happy, they're not sad, but, they didn't die, they've come through relatively unscathed. Perhaps it's about, a lot of people will be like, you should just be happy with the fact that you've got this and you've got that and rah, rah, rah. Well, actually, no. You don't have to settle. You can settle if you want, right? But you don't have to. So I think the second thing here is making sure that you're not settling for less than you feel like you deserve, but less than you're capable of, particularly if you're afraid. And this rolls back into the having faith, right? So choosing faith over fear, choosing courage over the fear of failure, the fear of falling over, the fear of getting dirty, the fear of, roller skating, like the fear of landing on your backside. You've just got to try some stuff and it'll work or it won't, but you're going to learn so much along the way. But just settling because of the pressures around you isn't going to take you to where you want to be. And you'll end up getting restless and you'll end up getting pissed off and frustrated, and you'll find that you just waste time spinning your wheels because you didn't keep going. The third thing that you need to do is you need to plan. Now, and there are a few people out there, there's a bunch of people out there actually that are very anti-planning and very just, let's just see what flows and let's just see what happens. And, I'm just going to manifest for the right person to come along and, and I believe in manifestation, right? I absolutely wholeheartedly believe in manifesting, and I really wholeheartedly believe that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I also believe that when the teacher is ready, the student appears, right? I really wholeheartedly believe in that. But just sitting there and hoping, wishing, praying, manifesting, clearing, getting your rocks out, crystals out and whatever, I'm really hoping that these ideal clients are going to land in your lap, that the crystals are going to do their voodoo thing, and, all of a sudden you're going to have a $100,000 check land in the mail, or, for those of us that still get checks, just trying to think of some random way that money might come into your account. That's not enough. We've got to be able to plan and take action, right? So that these two are these next two, 1, 2, 3. So 3 and 4 are codependent. And I've got the third step is planning, and the fourth step is execution. You need to take action, right? You've got to take action. It's like, they put on this virtual screen at the gym today, like I was saying, but if nobody actually got their weights out and started doing the class, do you think any of us are going to get any stronger? Do you think you're going to get fitter just by booking in, by buying a gym membership and not actually showing up? No. But you've got to plan that in your schedule, right? Most of us need to plan that stuff in our schedule, and then you've got to go and do the thing. Just planning it doesn't make actually any difference. And then the fifth thing is persistence. Persistence and consistency, actually. So one of the probably the biggest things that a lot of people say to me is that the thing that they really like about me, they don't generally tell me the things they don't like, which is totally fine because I don't really care. But one of the things that I really like is my consistency, and every day I show up. Every day, bar weekends, sometimes on the weekends, but guarantee you, like every weekday, this is where I am, and I'm chatting with you guys. And it takes that level of persistency in your showing up. It takes you being persistently you, despite the pressure, again, to settle or change or morph or be someone that you think that you should be in order to be successful. Because remember, that thing that you might be being advised to do or be could actually be someone trying to save you, and no one can freaking save you. You have to save yourself. That's pretty much it today. So no one's coming to save you, which means that you have to have faith. Don't settle based on external pressures of what other people suggest or think or recommend that you should be okay with. Aim for the motherfucking stars and you might hit the moon. Aim for the moon, you'll hit a lamppost. Aim for a lamppost and you'll hit the fucking ground. So the thing that you've got to do is make sure that you are not settling based on what somebody else thinks that you should, because no one else is you. Nobody else lives inside your brain. Nobody else knows really what your dreams are. No one else really knows what your goals are. No one else really knows what you're actually capable of. And I can guarantee you that we've all got I was going to say a mutant power. We've all got, that's what I'm going to say. We've all got a mutant power within us that's a little bit crazy, that other people are like, you can walk through walls. Wow, I can float off the ground. Whatever your mutant power is, whatever your secret power is, you've got, like, nobody else really understands that. No one else really gets it. And that's amazing because it's unique to you, right? So don't settle for anything less than what it is that you want. And then I wouldn't settle. I would actually lift the bar. Third step is planning. Make sure you're planning. And if you don't plan, you plan to fail. And there will be seasons where you micro plan. Now, if you're someone who gets anxious because you don't know how to fill in your time, or maybe you're someone who gets anxious because you're really driven by certainty, and going into business or accelerating and reinventing might feel like there's a whole lot of uncertainty and like you're literally, which I mean you are, but it might feel like you're literally leaping off a cliff and there's nothing underneath you. And we've got to have faith that that step is going to appear, right? That thing is going to appear beneath us. And that's how we save ourselves. We save ourselves by having faith that the next step is going to appear and that we're not going to crash on the ground and end up in a bloody mess at the bottom of the cliff. So planning is a really great way for people who are looking for a sense of certainty, who really are driven by certainty, particularly at the start. It helps you to create that sense of security. It helps you to know, right, this is what I'm going to do next, and then this is what I'm going to do next, and then this is what I'm going to do next, and then this is what I'm going to do next. Now, if this is making sense to you, please let me know. And then the next thing is about executing. And I actually wrote execution on my journal, so I felt like that's what actually needed to be said. But it's really around the implementation, right? And persistence. So consistently and persistently doing the work that needs to be done so that you're able to ride off the momentum, the execution of those previous steps allow you to boost off. It's a little bit like, I guess, if you go to the gym or if you roller skate, which is you guys know it's a huge love of mine. So if you are roller skating and then you might hit a plateau, and then in order to sort of get better, you've got to really push yourself. You've got to learn some different skills. You kind of got to make it a bit more fun. You've kind of got to find that passion, find that va-va-voomness again in order to kind of like lift you up to that next sort of phase and that next skill level. And that's really, I suppose, what's needed in business regularly. Like, we've got to find that ability to be able to ride off your previous skills or leverage off your previous skills to push you up into that next level. So that's that today. You've got to just do the work and remember that no one is going to save you. That is all on you, babe. And I know it can be tough, challenging, exciting, and exhilarating. We can have cheer squads around you, absolutely, but you're the one. It all lands on you. And everything that we've talked about today is how we can make sure, to the best of your ability, or the best of our ability, that you're able to move forward and do what needs to be done. So rock on, guys. Get out there, go help some people, be visible. Have a whole lot of fun doing it. And if you're not in Bold yet, we still have registrations open. We start on Friday, and it is a 14-day boot camp into you boldly putting yourself out there in a way that you never have before, from creating programs, creating really awesome marketing ideas, creating imagery that feels really good for you so that you can save yourself, essentially, so that you can build up on this momentum that you've been building and then accelerate and expand into that next level and into that next phase. So I'll pop the link in here afterwards, but otherwise, go have an amazing Monday, have faith, don't settle, do your planning, execute like your life depends on it, because your business does, and be persistent. All right, everybody, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for the awesome show, because you can't spell awesome without me, meaning you. And that is on at 9 a.m. Sydney time. And tomorrow we're talking all about content repurposing. So how you can use one piece of content and at least, oh golly, I'd have to say 10 different ways. So let's have a chat about that. Meanwhile, get out there, like I said, and just go change the world, guys. You're amazing. All right, talk to you tomorrow.